San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will start this game off with the football. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Smith dropping to pass. Gets it out fast. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Roadrunners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, UTSA! And they strike first. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Give to Brown. Finding open areas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the grab, and he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And the Roadrunners line it up with a first and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Smith wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And he will score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And find your weapons. Nice job on the quarterback. Finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that's...
It's a running room. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Using his legs to buy some time. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UTSA.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Smith dropping to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Smith wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And this quarterback has had a rough game. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever. Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Owls with the 1st and 10.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He makes a catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Dumps it to the back. Complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got a man, it's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Smith dropping to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get pummeled. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that 1st.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively 1st half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're On the ball, you got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A little release to the back.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Dumps it off in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Owls want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw it. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barry Johnson. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes him talk to the hand. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On the snap, it's Brown. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now the play fake. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
To throw, it's Daniels. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brown.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Touchdown, UTSA! Fitted in the window for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this
just keeps moving. Turns it on at midfield. He's running free down the middle. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got his man on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. The Roadrunners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have pushing passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. Continues to fight for yards. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Smith wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds space on the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Roadrunner. And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away.
It's 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again. one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to them.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, UTSA.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to scramble. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right?